Hey, it's Scott once again, and happy holidays. 'Tis the season. For those of you who celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas. You'll be getting this video a little less than a week from Christmas time, and so that's kind of informing the message today. And the message is the concept of making sure that we are giving of ourselves to those who are in our care. And of course, for us as coaches, us as leaders, teachers, those are our kids. Those are our teams. And so I want to make sure that we focus and continue to focus at all times on the spirit of giving. While this holiday season is a great time to think about it, and when it gets to be a major focus for everybody, this should be the focus for us as coaches and as teachers and as leaders at all times. We need to always be considering the concept of giving of ourselves to our people. And so, while you are going to be spending time with family, and I would imagine over the course of the next week or so, giving of yourself to them, and that's what you should do. Let's make sure that when you're back with your teams, that you are carrying that same spirit of giving to them and doing all that you can to give of yourselves to your teammates, to your team members. When you think about the experience that kids have on teams and the experience that kids have, anytime they come together, within that team framework or a classroom setting, whatever it might be, they're wanting something. They're trying to derive something from the experience. Well, one of the things that they will derive will be what you give to them. So make sure that you are giving of all that you can to help them have the best experience possible. When we think about giving and giving of gifts at this time of year, the first thing we think about, of course, are physical gifts. And that's always fun. It's a great time. But I remember vividly being a teenager and everything kind of turning for me, everything kind of switching for me from the joy of receiving gifts. Don't get me wrong, I still like to receive gifts, but that being the main joy to the joy of giving gifts. And all of a sudden, seeing the look on the faces of the people who were opening up my present, the feeling that I got watching them and hearing them talk about how much they loved it. It's exactly what they wanted, whatever it might be. And I was like, ooh, I like this. I like this a lot. I want more of this. Well, I found the place to get more of that very soon after. And that was in my career as a teacher and a coach. Because every day we get to give. We get to give to our kids. We get to give of ourselves to them. And we get to give in so many ways that are so much more important than physical gifts that we're giving. We give us to them to try and help them have the best experience possible. And so as you are celebrating, Christmas, or if you don't celebrate Christmas, whatever holiday you're celebrating at this time of year, don't forget the impact that you're having on your kids, your teams. Don't forget that the impact you're having is coming from the gifts that you're giving them in so many ways, more than just the physical gifts like you'll be giving and receiving for Christmas with your family. Make sure that you're giving of yourselves to them and giving them the opportunity to have the best possible experience with you. I hope you have a great holiday season. Merry Christmas to those of you who celebrate Christmas. I'll say Happy New Year next week, because I'll be back with you next week. I'll be talking a little bit about goal setting in next week's post and in next week's video. But I hope you're having a great holiday season, and we'll talk to you again next week. Merry Christmas.